I've known Grant for 16 plus years, and I've seen him at his highest and his lowest, and he's not a friend. He's a brother to me. He's family. Um, he Once Grant lets you into his inner circle, you'll just see the love and care that he has, and that doesn't just extend to people that he knows. That part of his extends to strangers. One of his hobbies is 3D printing, and he started 3D printing prosthetics for people that couldn't afford prosthetics themselves. And that is such a honorable and amazing thing to do that he did out of his own time and everything. Not a lot of people would go out of their way to do something like that. And he's just a loving, caring person. My wife and I look forward to getting to know Katie a lot better. You have no choice now that you're married to Grant. So,
Grandpa, we need you again for my friend.
those of you that know Grant know that his brain is just amazing and not like the rest of us. We were at a store once and he was buying some stuff to resell. And he looked at the cart and saw how many items were in the cart, and he just blurted out the total that it was going to cost. And I'm like, oh, you're off. And he's like, oh, wait, sales tax. And in 3 seconds, he had the total to the penny. But I just wanted to say one thing that has really helped my wife and I. Just keep God in the foreground of your relationship and put Him first, and He will guide you through your life together. And I love you guys.
So I'm going to make a quick edit. Good evening. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know several of us have traveled from afar, and Katie has a very big family, and just to see everybody here is so wonderful. So thank you guys for being here. To those of you who have only recently met or haven't yet, it's a big group. My name is Richie, and along with Ryan, I have the honor of serving as co-best man for Grant. I'd like to start by expressing my appreciation for the efforts of everyone to make this day happen so beautifully and perfectly. Thank you both to the Schweppe and Pratt families for bringing the state celebration to life. So we can give them a round of applause for getting us to this point. Last night I was speaking to Grant's father, who he was called away just a moment ago. And we were talking about the good old days when Grant and I worked at the same Best Buy. Well, let me start. I worked at the Best Buy for a while. He was a customer who would come in all the time, and we became friends before he started working at the Best Buy. And Grant's dad, Richard, pointed out that since we met in 2005, I've known Grant for more than half of his life. And thinking about that, blew my mind that it's been that long, 16, almost 17 years. But I've watched Grant evolve from an eager teenager who would literally collect and save Best Buy circulars every Sunday, and had him bound in a thing, to a college graduate, go East Side Anteaters. I know I have one other in the room here too, and Lisa. To a business professional in the industry, for one, which is always a passion for you. And if you never saw his office there, he had all kinds of toy cars lining his cubicle. And his desk chair was a converted, was it a racing seat? Yeah. To a truly engaged father, to Libby, who again pulled his father away. And now, of course, a dedicated husband to Katie. To be fair, though, I've also watched Grant go to a boutique sandwich shop and order a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And that was an off-menu item. They had to go and make that for him. And I get the sense that they knew it was him coming in for that kind of thing. There were also countless meetups for way too fast drives through winding canyons of Los Angeles, usually ending with smoking brakes and tires. And of course, playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero more often than we should. And getting that rush of adrenaline when we finally would nail the solo. But one memory I can't seem to recall is the first time that we actually met. And while that'd be really nice to remember, not having that moment almost feels like our friendship has no beginning and therefore will have no end. And those to me are the best relationships and the ones that we truly need to cherish the most. I think it's always been true that in life the days go by slowly and the years pass quickly. Maybe that's been put to more perspective and overdrive with the pandemic, but I feel like I've known Katie for many, many years, and that they've been together for even longer than that. And I think that immediacy of their connection and their strength of their relationship speaks to that feeling that I have. Katie, you've had such a positive impact on Grant's life, and I sincerely know how much you appreciate how much he loves and cares for you. We all know the tired joke that a groom's friend will caution against marriage. But when Grant introduced us to you, the only thing we cautioned him was to not let you go. Finally, I think we can all agree the past few months have been a complete whirlwind. Even planning this day has had some last-minute hiccups that needed your ingenuity to solve. And couple that with the natural pace of life and where you're going to be going, it's easy to watch the best moments of life pass you by. And people with your enthusiasm will always struggle with not feeling productive until you accept that your own joy is something that you produce. It's not the only thing that you'll make, and nor should it be, but it's something valuable and beautiful nonetheless. So I hope as we break ground on a fresh year, that you genuinely make these days count, slow down, and enjoy producing your own joys together. Thank you, and we love you.